And Barnes, you're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
Will Kunkel.
JB, what do you know about Terry's situation at this point?
Yeah, he's still questionable. I'll get final word here in a few minutes. He's working with Joe right now. So as soon as I'm done here, I'll go back and check and see where we're at.
Do you know what you would do in the event if he doesn't play?
I'll likely start the same way we started the second half with LaMelo and Tay in the backcourt.
Rick stole it. He's so good. He stole my question. Thank you.
Let's go to Richard Walker and then Rod Boone.
Coach Borrego, Richard Walker, same kind of question. If Terry is able to play, would you limit him at all, or are you still waiting to get the information on that?
I'm sorry, would we limit him?
Yeah, if he is able to play.
Well, I want Terry to be 100%. You know, this is a long season. We're going to be very cautious with him, make sure he's okay. If he's good to go tonight, you know, that means he's 100%, and, you know, we'll play him as normal rotation. Obviously, if he's not, I'll make sure we're cautious and we don't, we err on more on the cautious end. So I should know something here in the next few minutes.
Let's go to Rod Boone and then Eric Reed.
JB, you mentioned second half, obviously starting, you know, Tay and LaMelo. You would go that way if Terry can't play tonight. What do you like about the combination of Tay and LaMelo in the backcourt second half of the game on Saturday?
Yeah, as you know, Rod, I mean, we played that lineup. It wasn't just the second half. You know, we've done that all year. They played together for a number of minutes. So it's not like this is something new. You know, all the guards have played together. They're all comfortable with each other. I like that. As the start of the second, you know, the start of the second half was very good. You know, we just got out. We played with great pace. Those two high-level playmakers. You know, Tay is so undervalued. You know, I think a lot of other people get attention at times. But Devonte, when you look at his numbers last year, this year, every time he's on the court, something good happens. And I think people in general take him for granted. I try not to as his coach. He's a valuable piece of our program. So I feel very comfortable with him out there. Obviously, having both of them out there, it's you know, it's a luxury for me. You know, one on each side of the floor to make plays, shoot the ball, heady point guards. They see the game. They see the play before the play. So they really set the table for us, those two guys. They play with great pace. And if I'm their teammates, I want to play with both those guys.
Let's go to Eric Reed.
Hey, Coach Borrego, always good to see you. Just curious about your impressions of your 19-year-old rookie, LaMelo Ball, who may get his first NBA start tonight. Tell us a little bit about him, what your impressions have been.
Yeah, he's a great kid, first of all. You know, I didn't know much about him when we got him. Obviously, I went to LA to see him, heard a lot, you know, through the reports, the media, obviously getting that information from our, you know, Mitch and the scouting group. We liked him, but he's a wonderful kid, great person, genuine, humble, hungry, coachable, joyful, all those things as a coach that I love and I want to be around. He's really ignited our program. He brings a great joy and spirit every day in practice and shoot around in games. And the biggest thing, his teammates love him and they love playing with him. You know, he's infectious. His spirit is infectious. His game is infectious. We're first in the league in assist percentage and assist. And he's a big part of that. Obviously, that started with our program last year. We laid a foundation for that, but he's continued that. And, you know, he's fearless more than anything. He's fearless. He's confident. And he plays with a wonderful joy. So, Eric, he's good. He's good. I love being around him. I love coaching him.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you.
So Nick Carboni.
JB, I know you've mentioned this year that you would like LaMelo to start at some point this year. You know, just kind of a matter of when. What do you think his readiness level is at this point? Obviously not knowing what you're going to get in a few minutes with Terry, but in terms of his readiness to start.
Well, I think he's obviously had an impact on our team, and he's played against starters. He played against bench guys. You know, this isn't anything that's new to him. It's not anything he hasn't seen. You know, it's just the right time for whatever reason, circumstance. Tonight, you know, if Terry can't go, we'll start LaMelo. But nothing changes for him. Like he's been here before. He's been in this position before. He's played against these same guys. he's played against starters this year. He's played against bench guys. You know, I think Drew Holiday was guarding him last game. He's not going to be surprised, you know, playing against starters. So I expect him to play the same way, same spirit, same energy, and that's LaMelo. You know, I don't think you know, starting him, he's going to be afraid of the moment or shy away from the moment. I mean, this kid is, you know, he's been doing this his entire life. So, you know, we'll just see how this plays out. We'll see what happens tonight. What happens moving forward, we'll figure it out. But for tonight, this could be our rotation.
Let's wrap up with the last question.
Coach Dan Thompson with the 3-point conversion. You've always been a study of game film, and you always go back and evaluate the film. And we've seen the growth of LaMelo so far this season. Could you say Saturday night might have been his best overall game after you sat back and watched the film since you've had him?
I'd say yes. I mean, in general, yes. He's had some big moments. I think his impact there in the fourth quarter was tremendous. You know, he made the plays to close that game out on both ends of the floor. So he's done it on the offensive end. I think last game, you know, overall, he had his imprint, especially on the defensive end, the big steals, the rebound, the ability to put pressure on the rim, the and one. I think overall, probably his most complete game is the way I describe it because of the impact on the defensive end as well. Obviously, he's got to, you know, continue to grow in that area on the defensive end. But he had major impact on both sides of the ball last game, and especially in the fourth quarter when it's winning time, you know, and he was a part of that group that held, you know, Milwaukee to 3 points in the last 7 minutes of the game. He was on the floor defending. So, yeah, it was, I thought he, you know, played extremely well. Obviously, we want growth and we want consistency. And tonight's that great challenge to show.
Thank you very much, Coach. Thanks, guys. We'll see you post game.
Thank you.